Hello, Scorpios. This is Tan from Artemis Oracle. I'm going to do a general reading just to see what to expect during this week of February 10th through February 16th. So Monday, February 10th through Sunday, February 16th. What clearing precise messages do we have for the Scorpio collective? What do they need to look out for during this week, Spirit? Try to keep this a quick reading because I have less than 30 minutes left in my break and I had to go outside just to get some fresh air and go to a place that is near water. And it zens me out. It's 36 degrees here in New York City. It's cold. It snowed over the weekend. And yeah. Just get a couple more cards for it. Oops. Okay. I think that's all we need for now. The first card we have is a one day. Someday, somewhere, another time. Then we have boundaries, no, drawing the line, enough. Then we have elusive, dishonesty, deception, and trickery. Silence, frozen, no words, stonewall. And then ecstasy. Chasing thrills, excitement, and good times. It's funny because all of these cards are so bleak. They're so bleak. Look at the colors. Lack of color. There's a lack of color. Okay. So today's Monday. One day. Monday. I'm drawing the line. Someday, somewhere, another time. Boundaries. I'm drawing the line. Silence, no words. And this is with one day having a heart on the wall. Just looking at these cards, it automatically makes me think about some type of romantic situation with loyalty in the bottom of the deck. Loyalty, conflict, and open heart. You're currently, some of you may currently be not talking to someone that you may have someone that you love, just to keep it broad. Maybe a boundary was crossed and it was crossed so many times that you have had enough, so you have gone silent. No words are being spoken. Maybe you felt as if somebody was being dishonest with you or being deceptive, and not taking you seriously, or taking your boundaries seriously. With loyalty at the bottom of the deck, you may feel as if the person may have been disloyal and may have been chasing thrills, Chasing thrills, we don't really know what that is. We are going to have to clarify that with tarot. So let's first find out what one day is about. So with this silence and elusive, you may not be speaking to this person and you may not even be seeing them. So it's like both of you may be in hiding from each other. Can you tell us about one day, Spirit? Tell us about one day, Spirit. Tell us about one day, Spirit. With loyalty, conflict, and open heart at the bottom of the deck, it's like there may have been some type of conflict regarding the boundaries. Okay, that card fell. That wanted to flip out. Okay. Another card for one day. Okay. So let me go get that card. Okay. All right. So the card that fell was King of Wands. Then the other card was the Chariot with the Lovers. Okay, wow. All right. So one day. Oh, okay, some of you may have ended a situation with someone who has a fire sign, who is a fire sign, someone that you think was Eight of Swords. Yeah, someone who had you overthinking, someone who oh wow. Okay, why did I think someone you felt made you feel like an option? Someone that you felt like they didn't really take you seriously, and they may have left you feeling as if feeling isolated, alone in your head. You may have been worried that this person may have been entertaining other people, and may have lied, because I see the fire there. Liar, liar, pants on fire. You think this is someone who lied to you, who may have been entertaining people who you've already expressed that. Wow, let me get this. Wow. Okay. The devil fell out. Yeah, someone who was acting selfishly with the Hermit and the Six of Wands. That's interesting. King of Wands. It's like someone who was doing something so that they would be on top, where they would be seen, where they would be recognized and be successful. They may have been, because the Lovers is the choice. It's about making a choice that can be life-changing, and with the Chariot, it's a decision was made very quickly. They made a choice very quickly. It may have been irrationally. With the devil coming in, they may have been acting on an ego. And with the one day, someday, somewhere, another time, it's like you're now on your own and isolated, reflecting on what has happened, thinking about your own actions and how you played into this game, where you feel like could have been a game. And it's like you walking away, it's like it says Six of Wands. Maybe it's you who is now standing out because you walked away from this situation. Maybe things are improving on your front. Maybe you felt as if there was some type of stagnancy, like you were being held back in some way, being in this situation. And maybe you're possibly making the choice that one day I will have this Lovers dynamic. But with whoever this was, it didn't work out. It often left you feeling alone, not being recognized. You may have felt like you were ignored in this dynamic, and you're thinking, oh, maybe this time, maybe it has something to do with job. Maybe somebody had to focus on work, and they had to make a very quick decision that may have left you feeling out in the cold, made you feel like you weren't even considered in this decision. Or maybe the person was doing things where they weren't even considering you, making choices and decisions that you weren't being factored into. Okay, the Ten of Swords. Yeah, it was like you were mentally stressed, mentally burdened, mentally overwhelmed, and making this decision to end the situation was difficult too. To walk away from this, it was a difficult decision. It was something that you've been thinking about for a while. You may have sometimes try to ignore certain things, but it got to the point where it was really getting to you, and you know that the only way to stop yourself from being overwhelmed by these thoughts, these ideas and fears with a devil card, it was for you to make the decision to go away, to move away from it, go towards where you would find success in something. Okay. Can you tell us about boundaries? Tell us about boundaries. So this may have happened already, and you're currently like going through the process of like reflecting with the Hermit, trying to figure out what you could have done differently, on what your next move is. Now feeling, now you're single, independent, and on your own. Okay, so we have the Six of Cups with and this is for boundaries, no drawing the line enough, and Knight of Wands. It's like, whatever, this may have been a past situation, and you're reflecting on it, you're looking back on it, you're thinking about your feelings, how much you put into it, how much you felt like you were jumping through hoops to try to make something work, and this could resonate with the relationship, with friendship, with work. You're looking back, reflecting on all the hoops you were jumping through, and somehow it wasn't enough. It wasn't enough for this situation to be successful. It wasn't enough for you to feel like you had to stay. Or it may feel like it's not enough for you to stay. You may feel like you've done so much to try to make a situation work that you compromised yourself. You may have felt like you compromised your integrity, your boundaries, by doing so much for a situation that wasn't giving you the same in return. Okay. Now, this is about another person. Can you tell us about silence, Spirit? How is the person feeling about the silence between the Scorpio and them? How does the person feel about the silence between Scorpio and them? We have Strength card. The person's sad. they're stroking their own ego in a way that to make themselves feel better. It's like they're trying to restrain themselves. That's too many cards. They're trying to restrain themselves from reaching out. They may feel hurt, or this. Take it however it is. Could be you that's feeling hurt right now. If it was another person making this decision. Okay. One more for silence. Okay. Oh, we got a couple more. All right. So strength. You see, this person is, it's hurt. Their ego is bruised by you walking away, and they may want you to reach out to them to help calm them, to tame them, to reassure them that everything is going to be okay. Page of Wands. The Page of Wands is about a messenger. It's a messenger who brings news, but the way this messenger is looking, he's looking like he's like investigating, like they're investigating. So this person may be watching you from afar, maybe checking your social media, or, getting information from shared friends. If you, are within a, you have a shared friend group. The Emperor and the Devil came out. So the Emperor is someone who is an embodiment of all the kings. But with the Devil, this is in the worst way. He's in his ego. He's controlling. He feels out of control in this situation, and is possibly obsessing. You know, he may be obsessing over this ending, obsessing about this silence, you know, obsessing possibly about what you're doing, because you see the Devil here, you know, is a woman. Yes, that's the narrative here in America, that women are devils. And he's watching her, he's looking at her, he has this he may have this attachment, or he may be thinking, reflecting, he may be having obsessive thoughts, or he cannot stop thinking about her, if it's not like in the you know, really obsessive. But the silence is, it's like he has to grin and bear it, because he has these, you know, sometimes, you know, when people in the old days, people would like have to go through some type of painful procedure, and they didn't really have anesthesia or anything. They would have to like bite on something to, while something painful was happening to them. So it looks like this person is in pain, you know, is in pain, and has to like, maybe he has something to chew on. He has to chew on his actions, chew on their thoughts, something to chew on. So they're possibly like like thinking about everything that's transpired, and are hurt, and their ego was bruised by this, and they possibly want you to come forward and show them, or like to reassure them, no, everything's okay, you know, I forgive you, and you know, I will settle for less to be with you. I will, you know, I will accept you giving me the bare minimum, you know, that type of thing. Elusive, dishonesty, deception, trickery. Yeah. Okay, you tell us about elusive. The moon. Yeah, someone's hiding something. It's something that they don't want. It's probably something that they don't even want to recognize or acknowledge with themselves. You know, the dishonesty can be with themselves. They may feel as if they didn't do anything wrong, and they don't want to take accountability, and also don't want to be held accountable. For Wands, what did I talk about? Anything else about elusive? Okay, so we have the moon, Temperance, and Five of Pentacles. Yeah, they're currently feeling out in the cold. They don't know what's going on with you. And maybe you don't know what's going on with them, or maybe you could give two shits about what's going on with them. But with the Temperance, this is about you tempering yourself, tempering your emotions, your thoughts, being able to self-regulate, especially if you are feeling depressed or sad, or you know, feeling moody in some way. But if it's this person, they're all up in their feelings right now, and they're trying to find some way to balance themselves, because they're feeling out of the cold. They're feeling like they're not feeling like they're being recognized, they're being acknowledged, and it's essentially they put themselves out in the cold. Yeah, it's like something could have grown, something could have bloomed, but the person is like, it's trapping themselves. It's trapping themselves by not allowing themselves to grow. If they're so set in their own ways and not wanting to change. And it's like they're trying to find a way to find acceptance in this this new reality for them. If you know, with the silence, with you drawing the line, with you not being present and in their life. It's at the bottom. Hangman, it's like now they have to look at things from a different perspective. They have to reflect on what they sacrificed in this situation in comparison to what they may have, what they think they needed to sacrifice. It's like they wanted to hold on to whatever it is that they didn't want to acknowledge or recognize within themselves, that they're forced to look at things from a different perspective. They're currently like in their feelings, they're in their thoughts, not seeing that an opportunity exists to make things right, to find some type of resolution in the situation. Because also the temperance is about reconciliation, is reconciling, and reconciling not so much where you're like coming back together, but it's about making sense of something. So now they're finally making sense of something. They see that they've caused some heartache, they caused pain, they're possibly experiencing pain within themselves by ending a situation that had the possibility of growth. You see the rose in his heart with these 3 arrows stuck right in it. It's like they decided to end the situation. They decided to not do the right thing in a situation that caused an ending. And now they're in pain. Now they're suffering. Now they're isolated and forced to reflect on what has happened in this situation, whatever it is. So okay, can you tell us about ecstasy? I want to know, what is this ecstasy in regards to? What is this ecstasy in regards to for Scorpios? We have the High Priestess, the Hierophant. Wow. It's like they're the pair in a way, because the High Priestess is a spiritual, like she's attuned to the moon, she's intuitive, she is aware of secrets. The card fell. And then we have the King of Wands showing up again, the female King of Wands. With the 7 of Wands. I feel like this is you, that you are currently in this place where you are basking in this newfound freedom, that you are able to find peace, that you are able to find enjoyment on your own, because the High Priestess, she's someone who is isolated from others, you know. You possibly are doing things to better yourself. You may be taking classes or learning something. You may be working on your own spiritual practices. You may be working on your own spirituality, and doing things that make you feel good about yourself, make you feel confident with the King of Wands. You know, doing things to make yourself feel better about yourself, and after the situation, and you're like, yeah, you know what, that didn't work, that wasn't it for me, but you know, one day. But right now you're at this place where you're focusing on yourself, and male or female, this is for both genders. I don't care, whatever gender, no gender, this is for everybody. This reading is for everybody. You may be more focused on yourself. You, with the Hermit showing up earlier, it's like you're taking time for yourself to reflect, to better yourself, to improve yourself, improve the way you feel about yourself, the way you look about yourself. Look about yourself, the way you look. So you may be doing some beauty treatments, getting your hair done, you know, just taking care of yourself, and, you know, improving yourself, not only physically, but also mentally and emotionally. You're taking time for yourself to essentially heal, you know. And when you heal, healing does look good on people, you know. And with the 7 of Wands, is you're realizing how important it is for you to maintain your boundaries, and, you know, sometimes keeping silent and remaining elusive from things, people, places, or things that don't align with you. And one day one day you'll be able to put down your guard and possibly, enter a new situation where a Knight of Cups may be coming towards you, where you can receive a romantic offer that aligns with you, that makes you feel seen, recognized, acknowledged, valued, loved. Look at that, the Ten of Cups, where you'll find happiness, where you will find your lobster, if you believe that old Fred's lobster theory. But yeah, look at this. Your Ten of Cups, where you'll find happiness and joy, where you'll find a partner who will value you, love you, cherish you, and respect your boundaries. Someone who you can, look out and enjoy the sunset together, or sunrise, or rainbows and butterflies and all that stuff, Yeah, you'll be leaving behind disappointment, leaving that behind, and going towards something that's more emotionally fulfilling for you. So, this is supposed to be about the week ahead, but all this is possible with you taking time to heal, to educate, to improve yourself, Yeah, so maybe this is the start of something for you. This is the first week that is going to lead, the first week of you starting to take care of yourself, to take better care of yourself, to value yourself, love yourself, and it will ultimately lead to this, Of course, be honest with yourself. Know that, it's going to take work. It's going to require you to maintain your boundaries, maintain your energy, protect yourself, and do things that are for your benefit, not necessarily to make yourself look good or feel good, but it's to be holistically healthy, holistically love yourself, holistically feel safe and secure, and be able to trust yourself, and avoid people, places, and things that won't necessarily play a part in your self-improvement, So it's like, this is like one day. You can look at it as this is day one of you, this is day one of things improving for you, Day one of you moving past the karmic lessons, because this card, when I moved the deck by mistake, this card came out, past life. You moving one. This is the first day of you stepping into your new life and walking away from your old life. Okay, I'm gonna leave the reading there. I hope it's helpful, and if it resonates with you, please give this video a like, share, and subscribe to Artemis Oracle. My name is Tan. I am your reader. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.